There are a number of reasons why people struggle to lose weight, but one of the main ones is not seeing progress quick enough, despite thinking that they are doing everything right. So it's no wonder that over 90% of people that start a diet never reach their intended goals for fat loss. But there are some common mistakes that you could be making, so before giving up on your diet altogether and remain the same, understand if you're making one of these 4 mistakes. The first mistake, and the one which has the biggest impact, is not understanding your calorie intake. People often miscalculate how many calories they consume, even with healthy meals. So it's so common for people to think that some healthy foods are also great foods for fat loss. Foods have hidden calories in them, such as peanut butter and avocados. Even though they're promoted as health foods, they have a lot of fat in them, which automatically pushes the calories up. So that healthy snack might be the scale isn't budging. Add on top of this the problem of not tracking everything that you eat, and it's a mistake that everybody gets straight away. I've fallen victim to this as well. When you're cooking food and you have a taste to see how it is, or you're pinching food off someone else's plate, or you just try that little slice of pizza, just because you didn't put it into your food diary doesn't mean that you didn't consume it. And it's estimated that people miscalculate their calorie intake by up to 100%. So there is a solution. Use a food scale, track your calories with an app like MyFitnessPal, and that will give you accurate measurements. Make sure you track all of the food, which includes condiments, sauces, and drinks that you'll have. And always weigh your food raw, because it's a lot more accurate. But if you're tracking accurately and you're not seeing the numbers on the scale go down, it might not be a problem. You might just be getting weighed at the wrong time. If you get weighed once per week, you're not going to be able to accurately know what your weight is. There are so many factors that go into what the numbers say on the scale, such as water, which can be dehydration, or bloating based on the amount of salt that you have in your food, how much food's in your stomach before getting weighed. Stress levels can cause an impact on your weight as well. There are so many things going into it that you simply can't just get weighed once per week. So if you weigh yourself daily under consistent conditions and calculate the average, you'll see a trend. So when you wake up in the morning, use the toilet and get weighed naked. Track your weight every single day. You can account for any fluctuations, and over a 7-day period, calculate the average. That is your weight. So the next week you do the same, and the average number, if that goes down, then you're losing weight and you should stick with the diet. But that could be a mistake in itself. The numbers on the scale are simply just numbers, which is literally just a relationship with your body to the floor and the amount of force that is pushing down with gravity. It doesn't give you any more than that. So when people start to diet, unless they're morbidly obese, will want to build muscle at the same time. And this is possible despite what people say. So here's the thing. If you're burning fat, use other metrics. Use strength gains, use body measurements, and progress photos as additional metrics. Photos are the most important in my opinion, because you can see visible differences. Between week 1 and week 6, as long as you've stuck to the diet, you are going to see changes, and even more when you get to week 12. And at the end of the day, unless you're trying to get down to a certain weight for a competition or joining the army, then the scale is just a tool. And speaking of tools, cardio is a great tool to burn off some additional calories, to speed up the amount of progress that you make. But there's a problem here too. People tend to overestimate the amount of calories burned during cardio, and then they eat back the food to try and zero it out, but they eat more than what they burned. And the problem starts with devices, calorie counters, because they're just massively inaccurate. So stick to a consistent calorie intake and workout routine. Use all of the above metrics to better and more accurately track your progress, and change it up then if needed. So you can think of cardio as a boost, not a calorie bank. And when you do cardio, it's additional calories burned, not a buffer for more food. So stick to the calories and stick to the exercises, and after 12 weeks you'll see a different version of yourself. And another mistake people make when they're trying to burn fat is not doing the right type of exercises. So if you wanted to know the exact best exercise to burn a tremendous amount of fat, you should click this video just here to speed up how much fat you can actually lose. See you in the next one.